Okay, so good day once again. Back to you again. Today this also another. Okay, so good day once again. This is another episode on trading analysis, weekly trading analysis we've been doing, and in this particular video, we are going to analyze price or we are going to analyze price for a week and see how best price can actually perform. So without wasting my time, okay. So before that, please I beg you hit the subscribe button, and if you've not liked the videos yet, I beg you please like the videos, because this is what is going to help us grow this particular channel. So please right now subscribe to the channel, sorry, and hit on the like button. Okay, so let's step straight into it. Okay, so now I've added two more pairs to what I'm trading now. So I trade both, um, I trade Euro USD, GBP USD, and also gold. So these are the three instruments I trade for now. So let's head straight into it. Now, first of all, I'm going to talk about GBP USD. Then I move from GBP USD to Euro USD, then from Euro USD straight into gold. We see what we expect for this particular week in this particular instrument. So let's head into it. Now, on GBP USD, we took this high, right? We took this high, but we've not gotten to the destination which we want price to get to. We thought price will come to this gap, but price hasn't pushed into this gap, right? So we are still looking for price to push down for the monthly time frame. We move to the weekly time frame on GBP USD, and on the weekly time frame, we've seen price taking this low, right? So maybe it might result as we pushing high to come to these areas. But obviously, in the daily time frame, we've taken this high, so I'm not sure. It can be possible we can come to this high, but I'm not sure we can come over to this side. Maybe we can actually hover around here, create a high, and use that high to drop once again. But once we have actually taken this low, I might see for this week that we might have some pushes up. Okay, pushes up. In the daily time frame, what I'm expecting is same thing happening in the daily time frame. Right, in the daily time frame, we've also taken this low, closing below and be above it. Same thing. Alright, so I'm looking for pushes up, maybe to these areas or probably this gap over here, and push down. Right, that's for the daily time frame. Over in the 4 hour, what I'm expecting for tomorrow in particular, what I'm expecting for tomorrow in particular is that yeah indeed yeah indeed we've seen that price has actually taken this low and push high, right, by changing character over here. That's changing market over here. But we are heading to this high. This gap couldn't hold price, push price down. Maybe it can be as a result of this. We can come here, push high, and take this high, or any of these highs and push down low. Or probably Monday, that's tomorrow, we can push into this gap, right, and push high. Any of them, anything of this sort can happen. So this is what I'm expecting on GBP USD. So let's move to Euro USD. Think I have to be short and snappy on this space. Okay, on EU. Okay, on EU, on issue, think like I did for last week. Okay, like I did for last week. Okay, we see that did for last week. Let's hold on a bit. I think the network is a little bit slow over here. Yeah, so it's back. So we took this high in a monthly high time frame. Right. So we are looking for price to push down to either this area or even this gap and start pushing high. Right. So once we've taken this, our next destination for price is actually this low or this gap. Um for the weekly time frame, for the weekly time frame, we took this high and I said we are looking for price to push this to this low. Now we've taken this low, right? And the next destination, sorry, the next destination for price is actually this high. Right? So we are looking for price to push high to this high, right? But it can happen, sorry, that um we might actually hover around here. Price might hover around here, like as if it's one push high and just create a high and use that high to push down low again. But for now, what I'm seeing, we might have some pushes up, right? Because of the low we've taken in the weekly time frame. In the daily too, in the daily too, similar thing is happening. Similar thing is happening just as the G we've taken this low, right? So I'm looking for price to push high, right? Push high. The next area in which I'm looking for price to come is around this place, around this place, okay, around this place, which is this area. So I'm looking for price to come to this area. It's this high is over here. Tomorrow. What I'm expecting for tomorrow. What I'm expecting for tomorrow. Over here, price hasn't changed character yet. What I want to say. Price hasn't done yet by a bar. Well, it's one thing I'm seeing over here. The price is actually in a sell area. In a sell area. The sell zone and also a sell gap here. In which price can actually push down. Okay. Depending on what price will do. If we have a change of character in the 15-minute time frame, okay, a change of market in the 15-minute time frame, we might have a push down. Right. So let's see what happens. Maybe we might come and take this high and even drop, right? Yeah, take this high and even use that one to drop rather. So that's for issue. That's for issue. So let's move to gold. What we'll be expecting for gold tomorrow. If we're expecting for gold the week throughout the week. Right. We are expecting for gold throughout the week. Gold has gold wasn't bullish. I think in the starting of the year it wasn't bullish. It was bullish though, it was bullish. It was very, very bullish sometime. But I think for the past few months it has been very, 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 very bullish. Okay, so um now price gold hasn't shown us any area. But you see, it's one thing to it's one thing. Let me delete this. Let me delete this. Okay, so it's one thing that you should take note that as the month hasn't come to an end, and we are in this particular month. Okay, this particular month, right? I want to annotate something over here. So this was it. Okay, so this was what I wanted to show. Sorry, sorry. Okay, so over here, this is a high, and it's possible that this particular month you might have a push down in this particular current candle in which we are in. Okay, in this particular candle we are in. Alright, if we have a closure of this candle below this particular high, we'll be pushing down. But if we have a closure of this candle above this particular high, we might still have some further pushes. Even though we might have some push down, okay, we might have some push down, but we still have certain further pushes up. Right. Right now, price hasn't gotten to a destination. We thought this high was the destination for price, but no, we didn't have it. And this particular current candle, we are looking forward if this particular candle does what we want to see for us. But as we speak, it hasn't done anything in which we can actually say it's confirming the push down. Okay, so for now, yeah, like I said, if we have a close below this particular high, it's possible we might have some pushes. Sorry, don't know, just feeling some pain within me. I think when I'm done, I'll try and see if I could get some medications also. So continuing what I was saying, there is a gap here. There's a gap here in which uh, you say, oh, then what need does this particular gap has to do with what I'm trying to talk about? But you see, like what I said, oh, we might have some pushes if we have a closure of this particular current candle below this particular high. I'm very confident that we can have pushes down. But as of now, I'm not very sure. Well, anything can happen, though anything can happen. But for now, per what price is showing. Let's see what happens in this particular week. Maybe we might have some serious pushes down. And don't forget that this particular week there will be series of news coming up. I think CPI will be coming up this particular weekend. I'm very sure that, yeah. So there are a series of news that will be coming up this particular weekend. Let's see how this particular news actually affects the market. Okay, so we see the weekly time frame. The candles that have been formed are actually very bullish candles. They are consistent bullish candles, and with this kind of consistent bullish candles, yeah, you should be very careful trading the following days because anything can actually happen. And like I said, we have a gap here. We also have another gap here. We have one gap, another one. So maybe this particular week there might be. But for now, what I'm seeing, I don't see pushes down. Okay, I'm not seeing pushes down because there's nothing going to cause the push down. But well, we might have some a ranging market in this particular week, or probably we might have just some serious push down in this particular week. Yeah, but as I said, I don't see anything causing the push down. I don't see anything causing the push down. So maybe we might have some ranging market or probably a push down in this particular week to this particular areas and start pushing high. It will be all depending on the others lower time frames. Let's see. So for the daily time frame, uh, for the daily time frame, we had a gap here. Price came here, start pushing high. High, and the gap here, uh, the next destination for price, right, was actually this high. I think I've not marked this. I don't use this particular chart to actually trade. I have a different chart which I used to trade gold specifically. So that's why I've not marked this particular chart. So this is the daily high. Okay, so you see the gap I was talking about over here. So we came right, we came inside. Now we are pushing high. So I'm thinking maybe for tomorrow we might have some pushes up. Right, it might be possible we might have some pushes up for tomorrow. Also, one thing, another thing is also that okay, so we've seen that price came into there is a zone here. We came here, right? But there was a gap here, but price couldn't push price. It couldn't hold price down, right? So that was why we saw that. Um, well, now as we are pushing high, I couldn't hold price down, so we see price push being pushed high, and we've taken this high too. But well, we didn't get a confirmation for this particular one, right? So what I would do is I will wait for price. This particular high here, this particular high here. If it's possible, price actually takes it. If it's possible, price can take it. Then we'll be looking for that particular high rather than we'll be looking for that particular high rather than the one we spoke of. Right? We'll be looking for this high. If we take it, then we'll be looking for price to push down. If not that, we are not doing anything for on gold. That's for tomorrow. So this is how we are anticipating for price in the various instruments in which I trade. So any of them that presents an opportunity for me, I take it. Okay. So that's that for this particular week. Thank you for staying around, and I believe this particular week is going to be a very massive week and a very positive week. Um, Also take note of your trading psychology is very very important. It's one particular thing in which you should take a very important note of it. Okay, so thank you for staying around, and let's see how this week actually goes. Bye bye.